Hello, check. Alrighty, people. I believe we are finally live. Yes. Welcome to Catalysis by Vedantu. My name is Pahul. And if I'm audible and visible, please write here in the chat box. You know the drill, yes. What's going on, people? Finally, we are live. Yeah, I don't know why always the chat box is a little delayed, but yes, I am getting your chats now. Chemistry lover, as if I'm ever on time. Yo, people, what's going on in life? Welcome to a casual conversation session after ages. I've been on a huge break. Srishti, आप chemistry lectures कब लाओगे for us? Srishti, my classes will begin this Monday or this Wednesday, either Monday or Wednesday. I have already recorded a couple of sessions. On Sunday, I'm releasing a video which is a strategy session for physical chemistry, and then later on in the week we will start regular sessions. I'm starting with the solid state for 12th class. For 11th class, I'll start with the basic concepts and mole concept. So yeah, that's the plan, and it should start in this week. I mean, in the coming week. Cool. People, the lighting might be a little weird. Maybe the exposure is a tad high, I don't know. But I've tried to set it as best as I can. This is a normal webcam that I'm using, so I've had to adjust the color and stuff a little to make it look better than it actually is. जो भी है काम चलाओ. आवाज अच्छी आ रही है. Audio is fine, I hope. Aditya Raj, very nice to hear that, man. No plans as of yet to join any paid batches, but eventually, as things become smoother at Catalysis, I might. Okay, I might. Kaushal is saying anything special for JE Advanced? Kaushal, nothing as of yet, because Pulkit sir and I are focusing on creating this channel again from scratch, sort of. So we are focusing more on simpler stuff right now, for the lack of better words. So JE Advanced के लिए specifically अभी कुछ नहीं है, but I am thinking of taking like one question every day kind of a thing. So yeah, that might be fun. Dharani, that's great. That's great. Kushagra, that's awesome. Glad I could help. बहुत बढ़िया. 77 concurrent viewers. Thank you so much for joining in. Chiranjeevi, they are fine. My cats are fine. Gurpreet, I'm good. वो मेरे से रिजल्ट्स खो गए सर कहीं. आई नो यार, पता नहीं रिजल्ट्स का क्या सीन चल रहा है. नो वन नोज व्हेन द रिजल्ट्स विल कम. And there are certain people who are waiting in the office day and night, because as soon as the results come out, they want to go live. I don't know do what, but there are certain people who are sitting in the office for the entire day just waiting for the results. Poha is asking, sir, what did you do in this long break? Wow. Interesting name. I literally took a break. So I left teaching back in December 2021. And since then I didn't teach at all. Now I'm getting back to it slowly and steadily. But for the first 6-7 months I was riding a lot. I had gone to Ladakh on my motorcycle. I put vlogs on my क्या कहते हैं, my personal channel on YouTube as well. But then for the last 6-7 months I was on an entire break from everything in this world. I was literally doing nothing except for existing. That's what. NV Core, yes, I'm in the process of editing a few more of them, so you'll see those come up again. The guy is saying dinner हो गया सर. यार आज मैं कब उठा और मैंने क्या खाया मुझे भी नहीं पता. I don't remember. I woke up at what, 4-5 p.m. I think. Yeah. Then I had given my motorcycle for service. I went to get that from the service center. Then I came back. Then I started getting dressed, set up all this camera and mic and everything. Everything was in some box lying somewhere in the corner of the house. So yeah, setting up took time, and now I'm here. So honestly, I didn't have anything. Since I woke up, I didn't have anything. I'd slept in the morning after having some parathe. Manu is saying, please do demos like that in GOC. I will try to do that, Manu. I am trying to do that in chapters where it's possible. Of course, in every chapter, it's a little difficult to do those demos and intros, but yeah, I'm trying to do it as much as possible. Arjot, thank you so much, yaar. Avirat is saying, I really don't understand coaching at organic at coaching, so can study organic from your lectures. Definitely you can. 100%. I've taught everything that you need to know about organic chemistry. At least 99% of your syllabus will be covered from my videos, and after you practice questions watching my videos, it'll be good. Gurpreet, I used to have 2 cats, now they live with a friend. Ankit is again asking anything for JE Advanced 2023. Nothing specific planned as of now, but what I'm thinking is that soon in the coming week I'll start something called question of the day kind of a thing. Okay, so maybe those questions will help you. I'm not promising anything. So for JE Advanced 2023, nothing specific as of now, but again, my existing sessions of all of those series that I used to do, Art of Deduction, Take 5, Level Up, etc. I'm sure those will help you, so you can check those out. The playlists are on the home page of this channel. Yeah. La Liricia, what interesting name. Please teach electrochemistry from the basics as soon as possible. I will do that live very soon, but if you want lectures of mine that already exist, then you can check out the videos that are there on this channel. Full class of electrochemistry is there. Okay. Mayur is saying, why are schools reducing portion for class 12? Because they know students don't come to school anymore. But yeah, मुझे भी नहीं पता यार, even I am confused. I mean, in class 11 they've removed the chapter of states of matter, but then to understand the gaseous, I mean, it's necessary for you to understand the gaseous state, the states of matter, if you want to understand thermodynamics, if you want to understand lots of things about chapters in 12th class. I don't know what is going on with these guys. They've removed solid state from NCRT. One of the most interesting chapters, and all of those chapters are still important for your competitive exams. This year also in JEE Mains, I was going through some random papers of JEE Mains, and one such paper that I opened, the first question was metallurgy, and that chapter has been removed from the NCRT. So I don't know why they're doing this weird mismatch of syllabus everywhere. Omer Ahmed is asking for any advanced series of yours apart from Art of Deduction. So Omer, you can search for Pahul sir Take 5, okay, and Take 5 would be there on Catalysis as well. So you can watch those. Those are like questions that are even better than Art of Deduction. Sonia Bansal is saying, sir, not getting marks in JEE Advanced test. That's because it's the advanced test, so don't worry. Even if you're getting like 20 to 30% marks in the advanced test, that's good. Keep taking those tests as much as possible, mock tests as much as you can. Okay, बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया. आते ही academic doubt शुरू हो गए. That's interesting. That gives me a little hope that you will come to my classes as well. Generally, you know, people are more interested in casual conversations than classes, so I can see a lot of academic doubts over here in the chat box, which hopefully means that you guys are interested in academics as well. So if that is the case, and if you would watch the sessions that I am to bring for you, then I'm really happy. If not, then fine, I'll also do some random stuff on YouTube that tends to become more popular. I'll also find some teacher to badmouth, and then we'll whatever. ठीक है. Jyotirmay Das is asking, what are the scopes after BSc Chemistry? Depends on which college you're in, first of all. Yeah, in IIT Bombay, even after our Masters in Chemistry, all sorts of placements were open for us. So I joined Swiggy as a business associate as my first job. So that is a scope, depending on what institute you're in. Apart from that, you can teach like I am. You can choose to study chemistry further, do a PhD in it, yeah. And if you're in a good institute right now, try getting into an institute outside the country, because research, the scope of research is better abroad, sadly. Those are your few options, I guess. There are jobs that are available in companies as well, like the research and development centers of some companies. So from IIT, I remember some students used to go to companies like Samsung and Nvidia and stuff like that in their research and development division. So maybe that is a possibility. Chemistry lover hashtag PhD is saying, please do a live session on casual conversation with Pahul. Bro, what are you high on? Can you please tell me? Why are your questions? Isn't that what we are doing right now? What did you have for dinner? Varun is saying NTA वाले result नहीं दे रहे sir. I'm feeling very anxious. I can understand the feeling, man. पता नहीं क्या ही कर दिया वो इस बार तो result आ ही नहीं रहा अभी तक. Tarun, I'm glad I could help. And again, people, thank you so much for joining in. Around 90 viewers are live right now with us. Thank you so much once again. And because 90 viewers are live right now, I might not be able to read all of your messages. So if I accidentally skip any of your messages, I'm really sorry. I'm not doing it intentionally, okay? I'm not ignoring someone looking at their name or anything. तो कुछ मिस हो जाए तो माफ करना. Mayur is saying book to solve for chemistry JEE. Oh ho. पता है इंसान मार्स पे पहुंच जाएंगे, सवाल धरती पे तब भी रह जाएगा. Book to solve for NCERT is very important for chemistry, and for physical chemistry you can look for this book called N. Avasthi. I mean, it's written by or compiled by N. Avasthi, and there are good questions there. You can solve those. For inorganic chemistry, you can refer to O.P. Tandon or V.K. Jaiswal, whatever is the current favorite of people. And for organic chemistry, you can... L.G. Wade is a good book for theory. M.S. Chauhan is a good book for practice. So yeah. वरुण सिंह कुक इट आउट पे भी ध्यान दिया करो. भैया जिंदगी में 1500 चीज़ें ध्यान देने वाली, सब पे मैं ध्यान देने लगूँ तो मैं करोड़पति बन जाऊँ आज के आज. तो भाई ऐसा ही है. Sanjeev Lee Singh, sir, your channel name, sir. My personal channel is called Pahul PSG. You search for it on YouTube, I'm sure you'll find it. Nanda is saying last 1 month advanced strategy, sir. That is something that I can make a video on. Nanda, long story short, every alternate day you should be taking an advanced level mock test, and whatever time is remaining after the test is done in the test type of setting, you should be analyzing that test, solving all the questions once again, realizing what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and you just continue this exercise until the examination. Okay, in the duration till the examination, you should also revise whatever your concepts are. Focus on your strong concepts right now. Do not try to learn any new things, because you can't turn weaknesses into strengths in such a short span of time. Cool. Riley is saying how to convince parents for a drop for IIT, sir. Please tell I scored 91 percentile only. I am not confident. Riley, if you are super enthusiastic about taking a drop, then you just tell your parents that this is what I am doing. Thank you so much. Generally works. उनके सामने थोड़ा confident रह के अगर बोलोगे, if you tell them with confidence that yes, I am going to make use of a drop year, and they would not oppose your decision, I am pretty sure. Your confidence also matters. Poha is saying, so why did you decide to come back to Vedantu? Lots of reasons, but if I have to sum it up in a couple of statements, I had to do something to earn a livelihood. The best source for it, which I can easily access, was to come back to teaching again, and the best place to do that was at Vedantu, because there's a good amount of comfort level that I have here at Vedantu. Makes sense? Also, yeah, Pulkit sir waking me up in the trailer was actually a real thing. He actually called me up and said, if there's something that you wish to do, let's do it together. So that's how it happened. Ananya is saying, sir, it's just the beginning of my 11th as a JEE aspirant, and physics and chemistry are becoming hella confusing for me. बहुत सारे complications आ रहे हैं, फॉर्मूले याद ही नहीं हो रहे. देखो अनन्या, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया आपने. मेरा फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री का सेशन आने वाला है संडे को, ठीक है. संडे को शाम को 5 या 6 बजे कभी आ जाना चाहिए. जब आएगा तो लाइव, मतलब वीडियो रिलीज हो जाएगी. कोई प्रीमियर वेमियर नहीं होगा, तो आप आराम से उसको स्पीड पे भी देख सकते हो. तो उसमें मैंने ये सब चीज़ें थोड़ी और अच्छे से बताई हैं. फॉर्मूले याद नहीं करने पड़ते फिजिकल केमिस्ट्री में. उसके लॉजिक जो है वो समझने की कोशिश करो. कोई ज़्यादा चीज़ें कंफ्यूजिंग हो रही हैं तो मेरी क्लासेस देख सकते हो. आई टीच इन अ डिफरेंट अप्रोच कंपेयर टू अदर टीचर्स, सो यू वोंट हैव टू रिमेंबर फॉर्मूले, यू वोंट हैव टू अननेसेसरली ब्रेक योर हेड रिमेंबरिंग फैक्ट्स एट्सेट्रा एट्सेट्रा. सो वो शायद आपको हेल्प कर सकता है. स्लोली एंड स्टेडीली यू विल गेट द हैंग ऑफ इट. आई नो इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ 11th इट्स वेरी ओवरवेलमिंग. धीरे धीरे चिल आउट हो जाएगा फॉर श्योर. अश्विन, यो वेरी नाइस. IIT हैदराबाद, अरे वाह. Ashwin, देख यार. Ashwin is asking a very interesting question. Okay, everyone. Ashwin is in college right now in IIT Hyderabad, so very nice. And he is asking how to overcome the addiction of alcohol. पहले अल्कोहल चैप्टर तुम्हें पसंद नहीं था, अब बहुत पसंद आ रहा है. तो the thing is that in college everyone gets into that because of your social circle and everything. That's fine. In my in my view, in my perspective, and in my experience, it's a phase. It comes and it goes away. And once it goes away, you realize that it's not worth it to poison your body every single day. धीरे धीरे हो जाएगा दोस्त, ज़्यादा स्ट्रेस मत ले उसका. Just focus on the bad feeling that you get the next day rather than the fake dopamine hit that you get while consuming the alcohol. Anyway, Grigory Perelman, very fancy names coming up today. नींद आ रही तो सो जाओ. Kritika is asking, sir, I started my class 11th well, but now being in 12th, I think I remember nothing. Please give me some tips. Kritika, that's a very common feeling that every student has. Whatever you studied earlier, it feels like you're forgetting it. What you can do to mitigate it is, first of all, realize that it's a problem that everyone has. So it's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. Second thing is, you could revise a little bit of 11th class. Let's say every week you take up 2 or 3 random chapters from 11th class from any subject that you want and just go through your notes, or maybe try to solve a couple of questions or something of that sort, okay, which introduce that chapter or 11th class subject every week in small amounts. So that will help you realize that, okay, you haven't actually forgotten anything. It's just that your brain tends to keep things that are not relevant at the current moment at the back. तो वो लगता है कि हम भूल गए हैं, पर वो दिमाग में ही है. It's there in your brain, so don't worry about it. Sai Praneeth is saying, how many marks are required to get a seat in IIT Madras or IIT Bombay, no matter what the course is? Sai Praneeth, I think if you get into AIR top 5,000, you're good to go. So AIR 5 top 5,000 किस मार्क्स पे आता है, what are the marks required for that? Currently, you can do a Google search on that. I don't know the current trends of marks versus ranks. Okay. अरे भैया तुम तो सारे एकदम academic doubts में घुस गए. ये casual conversations है यार. रात के 11 बजे पढ़ाई के बारे में सोच रहे हो. You guys are thinking about studies even at 11 p.m. Great dedication. But if you want to turn this casual conversation into an actual casual conversation, go ahead, okay? I'll answer all sorts of questions over here. And if you guys are new to Catalysis, welcome. I'm really happy to get to know more students. और जो भी पहले से हैं उनको तो पता ही है. ओहो हो कितने चैट आ रहे हैं भैया, ये सबका रिप्लाई कैसे करेंगे आज? सर जी आप 12वीं का पढ़ाना कब चालू करोगे? हम इस मंडे या वेडनेसडे से, मोस्ट लाइकली वेडनेसडे से सॉलिड स्टेट का चैप्टर शुरू हो जाएगा. ठीक है, ध्यान अब पढ़ सकते हो जाके. लिंगराज गौड़ा इज सेइंग बीएससी वर्सेस बीटेक स्कोप. If you're in a good institute, both of them have great scope. If you're in a bad institute, ultimately you'll end up doing some okay job, unless and until you put extreme amounts of effort. Samanyu is saying, sir, 9 days to NEET and I've studied everything, but it's like there's this uncanniness. Okay. What should I do? Yaar, all you have to do in the next 7 days is keep solving mock tests. Make yourself as accustomed to the test environment as possible, and don't fret. Everyone right now will be as nervous as you are, if not more. ठीक है, तो टेंशन मत लो, don't worry about it. Just go with full confidence. अपने आप को, if you've seen any of my all the best kind of videos, just tell yourself that yes, I know everything. I know how to crack the examination. Give yourself some positive confidence reinforcement. All right. Hari, that's awesome, yaar. Can you please provide me tips on how to improve communication skills? Talk to people, that's all. The more you talk to people, the better your communication skills will be. Force yourself to go on stage. That helps a lot. Okay, the first time you might feel nervous, the second time you might feel a little more accustomed, the third time you'll be like, I got this. Jyotirmay is asking, what's the best way of approaching chemistry? Read the NCERT, solve NCERT's questions, target previous year questions, 80% questions, 20% theory, as in if you're spending 10 hours a day studying chemistry, 2 hours of that should go into theory, 8 hours of that should go into studying, solving more and more questions, okay? That's the short answer. Aman, can you elaborate, please? Shabari Balaji, what the hell? Prithvi, yes, dude, I did. Why would you ask that? Arnav is saying, मैं AI में research करनी है. Which college should I try to go to? Any college. Just go to a good college so that you have more opportunities eventually. Harjot is saying, dream bike केड़ी हैगी? यार इसलिए तो कोई खास ड्रीम बाइक नहीं हैगी. खड़ी हैं 3 बाइकां पार्किंग च, वही चलान रहे हैं अजे तक. Nitin is saying, so let's talk about Brooklyn Nine-Nine. How was that show? I recently watched it. Your favorite characters and episodes and cold opens. Favorite character, Rosa Diaz and Charles Boyle. Rosa Diaz is too cool. And favorite episode is The Box. Search for it. I'm sure you would have enjoyed that episode as well. And cold opens, this cold open where they are trying to figure out what would Holt react. I mean, how would Holt react if he had a marshmallow? That cold open is one of my favorites. Love Magla is saying, is BITSAT tougher than JEE mains? Very similar, slightly tougher maybe. तो ज़्यादा फर्क नहीं होगा, not much of a difference. Back in the day it used to be tougher, but now the level of JEE mains has also gone up a little. So bro, the best way to know that is to solve previous year questions, man. Just search for BITSAT previous year questions on Google or on ChatGPT and you'll be good, you'll know. Ananya, that's good. Tattva is more than enough, okay? For all of you who might be enrolled into a paid course at Vedantu, Tattva is the best study material that you could ever have. Not saying that because I'm an employee at Vedantu, saying that because I personally solved the very same Tattva that you guys are solving now back in my day, okay? Now, of course, it's updated, it's got more questions, it's got recent previous year questions as well, etc, etc. But यार तत्व जो है top notch quality content. Shivashankar is saying, not able to revise properly because of the pressure. Please tell something about that. Shivashankar, do one thing. Try to get into revising or studying as soon as you wake up, because as soon as someone wakes up, you tend to have more execution energy and less thought process. I mean, कचरा नहीं सोचते आप जैसे ही उठते हो. So try to use that, and once you're in the flow of it, then you can keep continuing, okay? Nitin, yeah man, those are good as well. Shivashankar is saying, not able to revise properly. Okay, I've already addressed that. Gurpreet is saying, so how to build advanced level in organic chemistry? My organic is very weak. So again, start from the basic problems that you might find in your coaching material or even in NCERT or previous year JEE main questions or some book that you're solving, the exercise 1. Be thorough with that, and once that is done, start solving more difficult questions. Going to JEE advanced level, JEE advanced subjective questions are really good at building strength in organic chemistry. You can then go towards MS Chauhan. There are really good advanced level problems of organic chemistry by MS Chauhan, so you can solve those. And if you want some guidance in solving questions, a lot of question solving sessions are there on my channel. For all chapters of organic chemistry, you will find a question solving session here. It's in the playlist called The Art of Deduction. You find that playlist, you can watch those one by one, and that will give you more confidence and it'll give you an idea of how to approach organic chemistry questions as well. Cool, that'll definitely help. Vatsal is saying, is BITS Pilani as good as old IITs for CSC? Yes, it is. Okay, the gold standard for CSC in our country is IIIT, Hyderabad. Then come the IITs and BITS is at par. Okay, in terms of the placements that you'll get, the opportunities that you'll have, even NIT CSCs are very good these days. Nitin, I haven't watched that here. I was saying, Pahul sir, which part of NCERT chemistry is good for JEE Main and advanced? Out of all three of them are good. Organic maybe not as much as inorganic and physical, but physical and inorganic, even the questions are really good in NCERT. AR1 Focus is saying, sir, आपकी शादी का क्या plan है? सर आपका नाम बदल के AR1 Focus से कुछ और रख लीजिए. क्योंकि मेरा फोकस तो अपनी शादी पे नहीं है, आपका फोकस क्यों है? Jokes apart, I have no plans to get married, bro. I have no plans of getting married. सर बिट्स पिलानी में पढ़ने के लिए कितनी बीघा जमीन बेचनी पड़ेगी? यार पता नहीं, आजकल फीस कितनी, ऑनलाइन सर्च मार लो, उस हिसाब से पता लग जाएगा. बट हाँ, उनकी फीस ज़्यादा होती है. मे बी यूल हैव टू गेट इनटू एन एजुकेशन लोन और समथिंग, बट द जॉब सीन इज गुड आफ्टर यू गेट प्लेस्ड, आफ्टर यू पास आउट ऑफ बिट्स. सो लोन भी लोगे तो एटलीस्ट अगले 3-4 साल में तो चुका ही दोगे, 5 साल में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा. Just speaking from my experience, things could be different now, so please do your research online before you take any decision. Yeah. Kaujal is saying missing fancy horns from the highway. They are still there, but I've put some noise cancellation on my microphone, so maybe that's helping a little. Hello, check. Yeah, I put some noise cancellation. Akshat, thank you so much, man. पैट्रिक is saying, सर मोहित सर के साथ कोलैब और ओपिनियन करेंगे यार, कभी तो करेंगे. मोहित सर बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनती हैं और मैं बहुत ज़्यादा आलसी हूँ, तो वो एक वेवलेंथ सही से बैठ नहीं पाती है सच बताऊँ तो. बट हम दोनों ने ये चीज़ डिस्कस भी किया कि कुछ तो करेंगे, तो वो अभी उसी स्टेज पे कि कुछ तो करेंगे. अब क्या करेंगे और कब करेंगे, आई डोंट नो. Sir, how many mocks must be solved in the last 7 days for NEET? At least 4. At least 4 days of yours should be mock tests in the last 7. Okay. Freestylers is saying, sir, thumbnail में कौन सी बाइक है? It's a Ducati Diavel 2016 Dark Edition. Avril Mishra is saying, sir, non-academic doubt. पियानो वाली पेंटिंग कहाँ गई वीज़ा? अरे क्या बात है दोस्त यार, वो बिल्लू ने उसका फ्रेम तोड़ दिया था और उसके बाद मैंने वो पेंटिंग कहीं तो रख दी अंदर. Sir, studying at Vedantu paid platform, study is going really good. That's nice, but feeling lonely in real life. Unknown. See, instead of thinking about it as loneliness, think about it as solitude. Okay, you can search for solitude online and get a better understanding of what that feeling is. See, whenever you have to achieve something in life, solitude is a necessary part of it. Whenever you are with so many people around you, the opinions, the ideas, the conversations, etc. of everyone will affect you in a very significant manner. ठीक है? तो जब आपने लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा करना है, solitude is a necessity, because then you'll be able to sit with your own self and choose the direction you want to go into. So right now, don't think about it as loneliness, think about it as solitude. And eventually, once you get into college, then you will have lots of people to interact with. You will make lots of new friends. Maybe not lots, depends on person to person, but you will get good friends eventually in college. I formed long-lasting friendships by the time I was in, let's say, the 3rd year of college. उससे पहले के मेरे को खास दोस्त है नहीं. The people who I knew from coaching, even those people, I developed better friendships with them once I was in college. Yeah. Zoopy TV saying, sir, honestly saying dogs are far better than cats. Zoopy TV honestly saying your brain is not the prototype for human thinking. So whatever you think might not be applicable for everyone else. So yeah, if you like dogs, then good for you, but I like cats more. How do I put it in words? Let's not go there. I don't want to be cancelled. Nitin is saying, sir, my math went horrible and I have no intentions of advance now. Should I just take state NIT 11 Punjab so I'll get a decent mark? अरे भाई, जब तक ऑप्शन है तब तक तो एफर्ट मार ले. जब मौत आएगी तो फिर मौत आएगी तब तो. बट अभी चांस है, टाइम है, इतना टाइम है भाई अभी तो. एडवांस को 1.5 महीना पड़ा. जोर लगाओ प्लीज़, ठीक है. और अगर क्या कहते हैं, एडवांस का कट ऑफ क्लियर नहीं हो रहा, मान लो अगर टॉप उसमें नहीं आ रहे, एडवांस का एग्ज़ाम नहीं दे पा रहे, फिर सोचना दूसरा ऑप्शन के बारे में. तो तब सोच सकते हो कि तुम्हें ड्रॉप लेना है या तुम्हें NIT लेना है, वॉट एवर। ठीक है, अगर ज़्यादा मेहनत करने का मन होगा तो ड्रॉप ले सकते हो। Aman, that is fine. What you can do is, okay, Aman is saying, sir, I am unable to watch videos for an hour and a half in one go. It's very difficult. I agree, it is difficult. I take rests in between, and overall, it takes like 2 hours, 2 hours 30 minutes to watch one class of. Okay, so a few tricks that I'll give you. First of all, try not to watch live sessions. I know this is a live session, but you can try not to watch live sessions for classes. Rather, watch them later if they are live, or if they're a video, perfect. Speed them up. 1.5x on YouTube works really well, because you know, as a teacher, when you're teaching, it's really difficult to speak like Eminem. But your brain can comprehend information at a faster speed. It's difficult to reproduce that information at a faster speed. ठीक है, तो पहले तो स्पीड तेज करके देखा करो। दूसरा, ट्राई टू बिल्ड एट लीस्ट हाफ एन आवर ऑफ सिटिंग कैपेसिटी। इतना तो कर सकते हो ना। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, टुडे इफ यू आर एबल टू सिट फॉर ओनली 15 minutes in one stretch, then tomorrow try to sit for 18 minutes, day after try to sit for 21 minutes, so on and so forth. So gradually increase the amount of time that you can spend in a seat in one go watching a class, and then watch the class at a higher speed. And at the same time, if you're taking notes, then eventually it's an evolution process for you and your brain. Slowly and steadily you'll get there. अरे वाह, इतने सारे चैट आ रहे हैं। If you guys are sending me say 1000 chat messages, I will be able to read only 10 of them. So I'm really sorry if I'm missing any of your chat messages. It's not my intention to miss any of your chats, but since 113 viewers are live right now, which makes me very happy, it's obvious that I'll miss a few messages. So if I am not able to answer your query, I'm really sorry, but I'll try to. Syamant, I actually don't have an idea about that, bro. I'm sorry. Kaushal is saying, sir, BS plus MS Astrophysics in other IITs versus BS in IIST. यार एक बार ऑनलाइन जाके just try to search for the placement trends of these branches. Maybe you'll get an idea. Okay. Because astrophysics, I'm not sure, yaar. It's a relatively newer branch, as in relatively newer as an offer for you to do BTech in astrophysics. ठीक है, तो engineering physics is a better option in the sense that will still give you more variety. Okay. Hashtag unknown. That's the name. Not getting any good college. Also don't want to take a drop here. I want to do computer science. That's the only reason why I took PCM in high school. Please give me some advice, sir. देखो यार, ड्रॉप ट्राई कर सकते हो. If you really want computer science, then you can try taking a drop. But if not, then the only option is to get the best possible option available to you and go for it. I mean, there's just two options for you. So make up your mind. I would suggest in your case to take a drop, but since I don't know what kind of a person you are, take a drop only if you are willing to put a hell lot of effort for the next year or so. Alright. Tanmay Vijay saying, sir, BITS Pilani top 3 for branches or lower IIT branch? BITS Pilani, bro. Easy choice, BITS Pilani. I'm sick of studying the same thing over and over again. I just can't think of a scenario where I can take a drop. I'm just done. Okay, ठीक है, कोई चक्कर नहीं, फिर NIT जाओ, चिल मारो, और क्या नितिन, मज़े करो। और एडवांस में अगर कट ऑफ क्लियर हो रहा है तो उसको अच्छे से ट्राई कर लो। जस्ट 1 more month ऑफ एफर्ट, उसके बाद जो मर्जी करना, तो ट्राई करने में क्या जा रहा ना। ठीक है। फिजिक्स लवर सिंह, सर जी ड्रॉप लेके ओलंपियाड कर सकते हैं क्या? क्यों करना है? ओलंपियाड से किसको क्या ही मिल रहा है भाई? मतलब ठीक है, ओलंपियाड से आप अगर टॉप में आ गए तो अब्रॉड चले जाओगे, पर उससे ज़्यादा क्या होगा? समझ रहे हो मेरी बात को? क्यों ड्रॉप लेके कुछ और कर सकते हो, ओलंपियाड क्यों करना है? बट अगर आपका सवाल ये है कि मैं ड्रॉपर हूँ और क्या मैं ओलंपियाड दे सकता हूँ, तो एक बार एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया इस साल का चेक कर लेना यार. पोहा saying, sir, who's your favorite music artist? There's this guy Fisher, who Fisher, who makes really good techno and house music. That guy is my current favorite. Who is saying, what time will be your live classes for 12th? It won't be live, first of all. I do not believe in live classes because it wastes unnecessary time. Live में ये ठीक है ना, because there's no time limit in a casual conversation session. You can sit with me, I can sit with you. You get the idea. But in a class, if I'm live, then out of say 1 hour of class, the first 10 minutes go into hello, hi everyone, ye, wo, this, that. Then the last 10 minutes go into hello, hi everyone, this, that. So I prefer that I give you a proper, well-made recording. So that's what I'm trying to do this time around. If you've seen my epic GOC, that was all recorded. Okay, I didn't do any live session, and that's I've taught almost all of GOC in just 7 lectures, top-notch quality. So that's what I'm trying to do now. Once again, with whatever I'll teach. So live to nahi hoga, but video will be released most likely in the coming Wednesday, in the coming week on Wednesday at 8 PM. ठीक है, पूरा शेड्यूल भी रिलीज कर दूंगा यार. अभी वो स्टार्टिंग फेज है ना, सो पुलकित सर एंड आई बोथ आर फिगरिंग आउट एग्जैक्टली व्हाट टू डू. वी आर क्लोज टू द स्टेज वेयर वी आर क्लियर अबाउट व्हाट टू डू. So now the execution will start. Till now we were just worried, or not worried, concerned about what to do. Should we just go live and teach? Should we just focus on creative videos? Should we just do strategy sessions and chat sessions? Should we do podcasts, etc., etc., etc.? Eventually, the ideas are taking shape that I'll record classes, he'll record classes. We would do some, 1 or 2 videos in a week where we'll share our thoughts with you. Gyan bantenge, as they say. Strategy sessions honge, etc., etc. So it's taking shape right now. As soon as we have like a concrete thing in our mind, we'll release the schedule as soon as that happens. Udit Sharma is saying, is student loan worth it for bits? Yeah, if you're not getting into an IIT, then for bits a student loan would be a good idea. It's just that it puts a little bit of pressure on you. So if you don't want that financial pressure, then you can go to NIT. So financial pressure dekh lo, discuss it with your parents, because they have more financial knowledge than you do. Unse discuss karke ek baar dekh lo. But yeah, even if you get like the average package in your placement, you will be able to clear off that loan in the first 5, 6, 7 years of your job. तो है तो सही थोड़ा stressful, but eventually it will be worth it. Yeah. Okay, Kritik is asking, sir, I wasted my 11th. Can I still go to IIT without any coaching? My theory. Okay, Kritik, do one thing. In the very recently streamed live sessions of this channel, there's a session where Pulkit sir and I have told exactly what you need to do in your case. Okay, exactly your case. We've taken it up in a live session and we've told exactly what you need to do. So you can open that up now. It's a video on YouTube now. So just go to the recently streamed live sessions of Catalysis. मिल जाएगा आपको, आप खोजोगे थोड़ा सा, or just search for Pulkit sir, Pahul sir 11th, something like that. You'll get the video. Watch it at 1.5x to x speed and you'll get a better idea of what you should do now. ठीक है? Cool. Imposter foe. I think it depends on your interest, by the way. Yeah, it depends on your interest. What do you want to do? Neither of them is a bad choice, so just go for it. Okay. Ow. Sharat, thank you so much. Acha, Sharat is saying, sir, admiring your English vocabulary. Sharat, thank you so much. But are there people here out of the 100-ish viewers that are live right now who would want me to teach in Hindi That does not mean I'm going to stop teaching in English. Okay, English will continue. That's a given. Teaching in English, these chat sessions in English, or whatever I'm doing in the English language will continue. But are there people over here who would like to see me teach in Hindi? Just want to know, because I have something in my mind. समन्यू सिंह सर नीट वाला हूँ बट एडवांस के भी केमिस्ट्री एंड फिजिक्स के क्वेश्चंस हो जाते हैं, फिर इजी क्वेश्चंस में सिली मिस्टेक्स हो जाती हैं. इजी क्वेश्चंस करते हुए थोड़ा सा स्लो हो जाओ. आई नो दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन प्रॉब्लम. आई यूज्ड टू डील विद इट एज वेल. व्हाट यू नीड टू डू व्हाइल सॉल्विंग इजियर क्वेश्चंस इज टू calm the F train down. Okay, just calm down. Anu is saying, sir, CSC, will it be safe or not since too many layoffs are happening even with the top companies? See, layoffs are happening in all sorts of departments. Okay, so the thing is that the virtual world is a reality and computer science will always be a safe bet. You might not be doing coding directly with the advent of ChatGPT and other such AI tools, but eventually ChatGPT will also become complicated enough that you would need someone to operate that and build more things like ChatGPT and more development in AI, etc. So computer science, most likely 99% of the chances that it will be a relevant stream for the years to come. Okay. Chaitanya is asking, which books are you reading these days? None at all. Kindly recommend some to us. Pulkit sir told me about a couple of books by Ayn Rand. One of them is called, what do you call them? Atlas Shrugged, and the other one, I don't remember. What's the other book after Atlas Shrugged? What's the other book by Ayn Rand? So you just search for AYN space RAND Atlas Shrugged. So the first book in that series, Atlas Shrugged. The other one, I forget what it is. Let me search. Just give me a moment, okay? The Fountainhead. Yeah, Atlas Shrugged and The Fountainhead. That's what I've been suggested by Pulkit sir. And then the very day Pulkit sir told me that I should read these books, I was watching a podcast later that day online, and the person who was in the podcast also suggested reading those two books. So I think I should. Chiranjeev is saying, sir, how is BMW GSA 800? I think it's the 850 right now. Yeah, 850 GSA. It's a very good motorcycle. It's very capable, has lots of features. Apart from being a smaller engine displacement, which doesn't matter quite a lot in the ADV segment, because you're not going to be doing MotoGP races on ADVs. It has lots of features. The only thing about BMWs is that the service network in the country is a little smaller. The service and the spare parts are extremely expensive, 3 or 4 times what you would have with a Honda, for instance. And overall, statistically, BMWs have a slightly higher rate of needing repairs, but again, with the years, every brand is becoming more reliable. So yeah, it's a perfectly capable motorcycle. Okay? You can take it on long rides and stuff. Kaushal is saying, if your Hindi classes won't affect the frequency of your English classes, then you're good to go. Yeah, makes sense. Vulcan Short is saying, how to forget my ex. Give yourself some time. That's all I can say. Go on a solo trip, spend some time somewhere, give yourself say 6-7 months, it'll be fine. Okay. ISC Bangalore Aerospace Engineering or BSc Physics? I would suggest Aerospace Engineering. Okay, because engineering as such teaches you more about the application of things. Yeah. Science is more about discovering new things. Eventually, if you are, let's say, 10 years from now still in science, which is very rare. Okay, I remember, okay people, I'll tell you a story of mine. When I had gotten the seat in IIT Bombay, I was extremely enthusiastic about research. And then at that time we used to have Facebook groups. I'm not sure what the scene is right now. So before even going to IIT Bombay, while I was still at my home, I had the interaction with a few more people who were going to go to IIT Bombay in the same time as I was. I mean, the same batch, okay? And like 5 of us made a group of research enthusiasm or something like that, okay? And all of us had very vast dreams of pursuing research and doing a lot of mechanical work and designing this machine and that automobile, etc., 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 you know, all sorts of dreams. As soon as the first semester of IIT Bombay was done, like भाई हो गया जो चल रहा है चलने दो, लाइफ कहाँ लेके जाएगी बाद में देखेंगे. So right now what I'm trying to say is a lot of you will have the enthusiasm, and there's nothing wrong with the enthusiasm. You should have enthusiasm. So great. But also keep it in your mind that the human brain, life in general, is very volatile. Your thought process might change. Eventually it will change. Life around you might change. It will change eventually, okay? And the extent of that change, the amount of that change could be drastic as well. So just keep it in your mind that whatever you're thinking right now, or whatever you're planning right now, there's a good amount of chance that it might not happen tomorrow. So yes, have dreams, have goals, have this enthusiasm, definitely. But don't become so attached to it that you fail to see other things that are available to you. Okay, just came to my mind while reading your question, so I thought I would share it with you. If you start from now, if you qualified for advanced Vibhu, yes, focus on your strengths, master them as much as you can, and solve mock tests, JEE advanced level mock tests every alternate day. And once you're done with the test, solve all of those questions again without the pressure of the test. Analyze the test, realize what your weaknesses are, realize what your strengths are, work on reducing silly mistakes, work on your time management, realize, understand what subject you should do first, what subject should you do later. So in the next month or so which you have till JEE advanced, you should be solving questions day and night. That's all you need to do. As many questions as possible, all of them advanced level, obviously. अब basic question करके कोई फायदा नहीं है. Cool. Someone is saying what happened to Smartboard and its movie. So the thing is that it was on the verge of being released, but then there was some political controversy that happened, so they had to can the movie. So the Smartboard, I have no idea where it is right now. Maybe the Smartboard will also come back to Vedantu. It surely is at Vedantu already. I've returned that. सिद्धार्थ देखो यार, मेंस का रिजल्ट आने दो पहले, और जो भी मेन से ऑप्शन मिलते हैं उनको एक्सप्लोर ज़रूर कर लो. मतलब देख लो कि क्या क्या ऑप्शन है अभी आपके पास और उसको रखो अपने पास, ठीक है. पर अगर आपका 1 साल पूरा अच्छे से मेहनत करने का मूड है और आपको लगता है कि आप ऐसे इंसान हो जो 1 साल और मेहनत कर सकता है दिन रात लगा के, तब हाँ आप ड्रॉप ले सकते हो, ठीक है. नहीं तो जो भी आपको सीट मिलती है वो लेके चिल मारो लाइफ में. तो सोच लो आराम से, ठीक है. ड्रॉप लेना कोई बुरी बात नहीं है, बहुत लोग लेते हैं, बट ये समझ के लेना कि बहुत ज़्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी. 2 साल में जितनी मेहनत की है वो उसको मिला के जितनी, उससे भी ज़्यादा. आयुष इज सेइंग सर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर JEE 2024 एंग्जाइटी हो रही है, 7 महीने बचे हैं, प्लीज़ हेल्प. यार ये एंग्जाइटी नेचुरल है और ये एंग्जाइटी ज़रूरी भी है, क्योंकि जब एग्ज़ाम दोगे तब भी तो एंग्जाइटी होगी ना. या सो जस्ट गेट अक्वेंटेड विद दिस एंग्जाइटी एंड ट्राई टू keep solving as many questions as possible. I mean, that's the one pot solution to all of your problems. Solve more questions. Okay, Vatsal is saying I qualified for triple IT Hyderabad CSE, but I'm a bit too concerned about the life. अरे भैया सही है, मस्त कॉलेज लाइफ है. It's a little more CSC centric, I agree, but it's fun. All right, and since you're in Hyderabad, It's a big city. You've got everything that you want in Hyderabad, from flashy cars to great places to go out to weekend destinations around town, everything. Okay, सिर्फ मौसम थोड़ा अजीब सा रहता है 4 महीने. 4 months of the year the weather is a little hot. But yeah, man, you've got a great option in front of you. Just go for it. Don't think twice. ज़्यादा दिमाग मत लगाओ. जाके you'll figure out what you will get over there. ठीक है? परेशान मत हो दोस्त. So being an outsider, which bike is better? Okay, Hayabusa or Diavel? Considering the fact that Busa is an inline 4 and the Diavel is a twin, and owners have told Hayabusa maintenance is relatively low. See, first of all, while riding, those two are totally different motorcycles. Okay, if I start telling you about the differences, I'll have to keep another conversation session, I think. So the power delivery of the inline 4 is totally different from the power delivery of Ducati Desmodromic L-twin engine. Now I want to give you like a half an hour explanation of what is what. But yeah, man, both are fast motorcycles. Both are great motorcycles. Hayabusa's maintenance is definitely on the lower side. It's easier to maintain. Its spare parts are easily available. Aftermarket parts are easily available. To maintain the Diavel, you need to keep a lot of spare money, ask me. So yeah, having a Ducati is like having a white elephant, as they say. It's सफेद हाथी पालने जैसी बात है. How to overcome a breakup without ruining oneself? This thing is really killing me to the core. Please help. Vignesh is asking that. Vignesh, see, the only thing that you can do in that case is give yourself some time. These things heal well with time. No one in their sane minds remains obsessed about their ex for years to come in their life. The trauma lasts for say 6 months or so. Then you start recuperating, and then eventually in a year you'll realize, okay, it was a phase of life. You had good days, you had bad days, it was an experience, great, etc, etc. So भैया सिर्फ time चाहिए आपको. You just need more time. Take your time. It'll be fine. Keep yourself involved with some hobby, with something interesting that you like to do. That would help mitigate the stress. Okay, it'll take off the edge, as they say. Try not to go into substances or drugs to take off the edge. That will harm you more than where you already are. Sainidhi does. Yeah, wherever I've taken classes, pretty much similar, and yes, it includes the most basic of concepts as well. Okay. Ashia is asking, is electrical a good branch? It is. It always will be. There's nothing in the world that happens without the presence of electrical components, right? So, Achyut, I'm good. यार आप बताओ क्या चल रहा है? Om tips, yes, I remember. नाम जब तक चेंज नहीं करोगे तब तक याद तो रहेगा. देखो, एनालाइज करो जस्ट मॉक टेस्ट को दोस्त. ओम, जस्ट एनालाइज द मॉक टेस्ट वंस यू डन विद इट. ओके, थापर वर्सेस वीआईटी वर्सेस एनआईटी जलंधर. वीआईटी इज माय चॉइस. सेकंड चॉइस वुड बी एनआईटी जलंधर. थर्ड चॉइस वुड बी थापर. बाकी ब्रांच पे थोड़ा डिपेंड करता है, तो जो ब्रांच मिल रही है उसकी थोड़ी सी रिसर्च कर लेना. आई थिंक कोई ब्रांच एनआईटी की बेटर है, कोई ब्रांच थापर की बेटर है, कुछ ऐसा है. बट तीनों में से बेटर ऑप्शन इज वीआईटी इफ यू गेटिंग द मेन ब्रांच. We get a lot of work in the toppers batch at my coaching, and it's hard to handle the stress. That is normal, Avirat. I know it'll be a little difficult to digest, but you need to learn how to handle the stress, because the exam itself is very stressful. But once you're done with the exam, you will be like, yeah, good decision to be in the toppers batch. Okay? So Avirat, it's fine, happens. Chiranjeevi, yo man, see you. By the way, people, this is not a compulsory session for anyone over here. So in case any one of you is like done with it, you can leave. You can call it a day, you can call it a night, whatever you want. So you can leave anytime you want. हरज्योत is saying which car do you own? यार वो कहने कोई कार रह गई है. I have a Honda Accord V6. It is a 2009 model. It's got a 3.5 liter V6 engine with 275 brake horsepower. But the sad thing is it's not in running condition anymore. It's such an old car, and it used to be a rare car when it was available in the showroom. They stopped it back in like 2013 or something, and it's not in production anymore anywhere in the world, I guess. People still drive a lot of V6 Accords in the Gulf and in Canada. As far as I know, Canada में बहुत लोगों के पास होती है. But again, the spare part availability in India is terrible. So my car is just a piece of metal. I used to saying some basic concepts of chemistry पढ़ाओ. हाँ जी बड़ी जल्दी पढ़ा रहा हूँ. इंग्लिश में भी पढ़ाऊँगा और हिंदी में भी पढ़ाऊँगा. हिंदी के लिए हम मोस्ट लाइकली एक और चैनल भी शुरू करेंगे उसका. तो आयुष भाई सब्सक्राइब करके रख लो, नोटिफिकेशन आती रहेगी. बेसिक कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ केमिस्ट्री बहुत ही जल्द. इस चैनल पे तो वेडनेसडे को शुरू हो जाना चाहिए. हिंदी चैनल पे भी आई थिंक जल्दी हो जाएगा यार. ठीक है. राम की नो आई डोंट. Vatsal is saying, is it worth entering IITs with a lower branch and with the thought of getting a branch shift later? The thought of getting a branch shift is like just it is possible, okay, and a lot of people do it, but that should not be the motivation of you getting into that branch. Just realize that if you are in the top 7, top 8 IITs, life is sorted no matter what branch you're in. Life might not take the exact shape that you dreamt of. Maybe if you thought you'd be a computer science engineer and you end up being a consultant in some huge consulting firm, I don't know. But point is, life will be sorted more or less in terms of financial stability. I'm not talking about other aspects of life. तो भैया जो भी ब्रांच में जाओ IIT में, कॉलेज लाइफ में भी मज़ा आएगा. You will enjoy your college life as well, and if you are more inclined toward academics, you would definitely be able to shift your branch eventually. That is never a problem. Keshav is saying, how to have a personality like you? Keshav, I would suggest you to build your own personality. Yeah. If there are certain aspects of my personality that you enjoy, then you can try to mimic them for a couple of days, see how it works for you. If you like it, keep it. If you don't like it, change it. But develop your own personality, man. Every individual needs to be an individual, right? Madhusudan is saying, so you're a good marketing employee with bikes and cars. See, the problem about being a sales or marketing guy for cars and bikes is that you can't afford those cars and bikes that you're marketing. So you have to either be in the top level management of, say, Lamborghini or Mercedes, etc., which involves too much effort. I am mentally and physically incapable of putting that much effort into anything. So as of now, the return upon effort ratio is best in online education, so that's why I'm here. Kaushal, I have no idea about it, bro. I'm sorry. Sound effects मैंने सुने नहीं है, but okay. Cool. Mindfields is asking, sir, do I do IIT by cracking advance or by Madras? यार JEE advance crack करके ही IIT मिलता है. Okay. Cool. Armani Singh, sir, I got 85 percentile this time. क्या ड्रॉप लेना सही रहेगा? हाँ भाई ले लो और एक साल अच्छे से मेहनत करो. मोस्ट लाइकली मतलब 90% चांस तो ये है कि आपका अगले साल रिजल्ट बेटर आएगा और आपको बेटर ऑप्शन मिलेंगे. बट हाँ ये याद रखना, मेहनत काफ़ी करनी पड़ेगी. अगर मज़ा ही नहीं आ रहा पढ़ाई करने में और लगता है कि यार ये तो बेकार है, तो फिर जो भी कॉलेज मिलता है लेके कुछ और करना ट्राई करो. ठीक है. Hithik, okay. Kritik is saying, sir, my theory is not enough for questions, but I still full. यार देखो, theory will never be enough for questions, okay? Solving questions is like riding a motorcycle or riding a bicycle. No matter how much I tell you about the physics of riding a motorcycle or riding a bicycle, it won't help you if you don't know how to ride a motorcycle or a bicycle, I can give you an hour-long worth lecture of counter steering and what kind of fuel to use, etc., etc. You would have all of that knowledge. But if you don't know how to balance the motorcycle, then what good is that knowledge for you, right? So, theory will never make you feel complete. Okay, we're feeling, we are always running behind that feeling of completeness in everything in life, not just theory and questions. That feeling of completeness never comes with anything in life. Let me put it there. You'll reach 90%, 95%, 99% completeness, but there'll always be that 1% that remains. Okay, that's the law of nature. Nothing will ever be perfect. So no matter how much theory you study, you will never feel like you are good enough to solve questions. So all you need to do in order to become better at solving questions is solve questions, no matter how good or how bad you are at theory. Okay? I hope I was able to word it properly. Tarun Singh, I have road fear, what to do? Go on the road, मतलब ज़्यादा जाओ रोड पे और क्या? आयुष, हाँ भाई मैं पटियाला से हूँ बेसिकली, मतलब हिमाचल में पला बड़ा हूँ, बेसिकली पंजाब पटियाला से हूँ, so on and so forth. Cool. Samanyu, it is possible, but you will not have the time to do it. MBBS is a course which is extremely taxing. पूरा निचुड़ जाएगा आपका सारा टाइम जो है अभी दिन का. So it is possible. It's extremely difficult, practically speaking. Rishik, that's cool, man. I wish you all the best for the coming year as well. Harjot is asking, is Harry Potter a good choice to read? It's my all-time favorite. I've read the Harry Potter books multiple times and I wish to read them again very soon. So yeah, bilkul. Invincible Maverick is saying, quick choice, BMW GSA 1250 or Triumph Tiger? Neither of those. I'm an Africa twin person. That's why I have one. BMW GSA, again, GSA and Tiger both are great motorcycles. All the features that you would need and more. Great engines, etc., etc., etc. BMW GSA, too much going on for my taste. Too huge, too tall, too expensive to maintain and own. Just too much going on over there. Triumph Tiger, really good. The newer ones are lighter, nimbler. It's just that the experience of people with Triumph service in India is not that great, and again the spare parts are expensive for all European brands compared to Japanese brands. So depends on what you want that bike for. It is, if your adventure bike is just a weekend bike and if you just want to show off, then go for the BMW. But if you actually want to do adventure touring, then go for something that's reliable anywhere you are. Both are great bikes, neither of them my taste, to be honest. Kaushal is saying, speak something in Tamil. I have zero idea about Tamil, bro. I've been to Tamil Nadu quite a lot of times, but I have no idea about anything in Tamil. Someone is saying, sir, finally I'm turning 18, so recommend a beginner bike. FZ125, they're still out there, right? FZ125. Yeah, that's a good beginner bike. You can buy a second-hand FZ125 and start with that. Second-hand bikes are fine. Just make sure you check it with the service center. If it's fine, you can buy that. And that's a good beginner bike. Then you can upgrade to say a Duke 390 and then go wherever you want. Yeah, from Duke 390 you can upgrade to anything, because Duke 390 is a perfect learner's bike, but not a great first bike because it's too fast for a first bike. Okay. What's listening? ZX Turner for a first bike? भैया हमारी क्या बात कर रहे हो यार? ZX Turner for a first bike. That will be your first and last bike then. ZX Turner is too damn fast to be a beginner bike and too damn uncomfortable as well to make you fall in love with motorcycles. Slowly graduate to, slowly upgrade to superbikes. CNN boys is saying, sir, people are just sitting in front of YouTube in the name of J result tonight and making students tensed. Isn't it bad? Yes, it is bad. Of course it's bad. See, the problem with online education is that it's essentially a business, right? So you have to do gimmicks and marketing tricks that would attract more people. If you search for any teacher's name online, the saddest thing is the first few videos that pop up on YouTube are not academic videos. They are either controversy videos, or this guy said something about this guy, or this guy left this company and joined other company, or what did this person say about the other person, etc. That's the game, bro. Human minds are always attracted by random stuff than stuff they actually have to do. So भाई तुम समझदार रहो, you stay aware and smart, choose wisely. Vibhu is saying, so who is your favorite hero in Bollywood? It's been ages since I've seen a Bollywood movie. तो मुझे कुछ नहीं पता भाई बॉलीवुड के बारे में, सच बताओ तो. Seriously, I've got no idea. Maybe Ayushmann Khurrana. If I have to come up with a name, if you put me on the pedestal, then Ayushmann Khurrana, I guess. Because the last few movies that I saw were Ayushmann's movies. Nitin is saying, any updates about Rick and Morty season 7? Hey man, you know Justin is not a part of Rick and Morty anymore. Did you see the news? Just check it out. The guy who does the voice for Rick and Morty is not a part of Rick and Morty anymore. He had a criminal case, etc., etc. Just have a look at that news if you don't already know. Prithu Paresh, hi sir, if you remember me, I wanted to thank you for everything you've done for us. I cleared ISI and J Advanced with AR 4073. Perfect, man. Now at Bits Pilani doing ECE, thanks. Good job, Prithu. Thank you so much for your wishes. I am glad I could help you somewhere in your journey of life, and I wish you all the best for the future. Lingaraj Goda is saying UPSC after undergrad or parallel undergrad. If your undergrad seems easy, then prepare for UPSC. Depends on you, man. I would never do 2-3 things that are so difficult and so time consuming at the same time. But हाँ, आपको अगर interest आ रहा तो करो. I mean, if you are interested, then go for it. Oh, Sumaira, I'm sorry. Sir, I'm expecting 95 marks in J 2024. Is it possible to make it 160? Very easily possible. You have like 1 year in front of you. 1 घंटे से लिख रही हूँ, बच्चे की जान लोगे. Sumaira, it is absolutely possible. All you need to do is focus on questions. There are a bunch of strategy sessions that I have taken earlier for students who are in 12th. This reminds me and motivates me to take another session for J 2024 students, so that you could get an idea of what to do in the next year or so. But in terms of the possibility of getting 160, it is easily doable. Okay, so चिंता मत करो, हो जाएगा. Someone new, I'm glad you enjoyed, man. Take care. Is VIT the same as lower NITs? यार VIT ना मतलब अच्छा है. It's not. It's at the level of top NITs, you could say. Okay. Exactly in the last few years, what has been its performance, I'm not sure exactly. So just have a look online. But it's a good college. It's a good institute, and I've seen people with great placement from VIT as well. अंकित इज सेइंग, आप कौन सा स्पोर्ट्स देखते हैं, खेलते हैं? अंकित दोस्त, मैं यार मोटो जीपी देखता हूँ. उसके अलावा तो मेरे को अभी किस स्पोर्ट्स में इंटरेस्ट है नहीं है. बचपन में टेनिस में, लॉन टेनिस काफ़ी देखता होता था. खेलना मेरे को आता नहीं है कोई भी स्पोर्ट. बाइक चलाना आता तो मोटो जीपी देखता हूँ. F1 भी थोड़ा थोड़ा फॉलो कर लेता हूँ, मोस्टली द हाईलाइट्स, बिकॉज F1 डजंट इंटरेस्ट मी एज मच एज मोटो जीपी. बट हाँ, वो थोड़ा बहुत फॉलो कर लेता हूँ यार. One stand-up comic favorite of all time. Who's that guy? Iglesias, Gabriel Iglesias. Other name would be Biswa Kalyan Rath. Ninja H2 नहीं चलाई मैं मेरे हरजोत. I have ridden the Ninja 1000. I haven't ridden the H2. मेरे सर्कल में किसी के पास है नहीं यार. पता नहीं H2 ना बड़ी वो है, क्या कहते हैं, it's one of the most impractical motorcycles ever. It's a beautiful marvel of engineering, perfect, but in terms of its practicality, it's got zero practicality. Like you can't ride it peacefully on the road. You can't ride it on the track because it's not a track bike. Why is it not a track bike? You can do your research. The supercharger has some limitations, but anyway. So you can't ride on the road, you can't ride it on the track, you can't tour with it. I mean, you can tour with it, but you'll be killing yourself while doing so. A lot of people who do that have almost killed themselves doing so. तो मुश्किल है यार. H2 इसीलिए लोग ज़्यादा रखते नहीं हैं. In terms of affordability, people are very rich in India. There are lots of people who have Panigales. There are lots of people who have like top spec BMW 1250 GSA with accessories from all across the world. There are so many people in India who have the Goldwing, the Harleys, Road Glide, etc. etc. But again, Ninja H2 बहुत कम लोगों के पास है because it's very impractical to ride anywhere. But it's a great bike in terms of engineering. Info point नहीं भाई, I didn't have food yet. What's anything? What's the best bike ride you've done till date? As in the motorcycle or the ride? Kaushal is saying, sir, could you please get into some controversy now? Kaushal, I was thinking I'll talk to someone at Vedantu and we'll like make a pact where we will badmouth each other in the classes, and then we ourselves will make fake fan clubs and then publicize those specific parts of the videos where we are badmouthing each other. Like a rap battle. Rap में क्या होता है वो? Diss track kind of thing. Dharani is saying, does college matter? College matters a lot, to be honest. Okay, college decides the kind of ecosystem you will be in for 4 to 5 years of your life. It matters a lot. 4 to 5 very decisive, very nurturing years of your life. Someone was saying, can you take up more questions? Eventually I will. Okay. When we get closer to examinations, I will do lots of question solving sessions. That's my favorite thing to do online, honestly, is to solve questions with you guys. When we are closer to the examinations, you will see me solving tons and tons of questions on Catalysis, and probably another channel where I'll be doing the same things in Hindi. Poise saying me. First of all, there's this person in the chat box who's named himself / herself Poha, and that person is saying, make me on Cook It Out, please. Talk about self-awareness. Galactic Man is saying, do you love Kerala? Yes, I've been to Kerala a bunch of times, and I love all the places that I've been to in Kerala. Very nice. I've had great experiences in Kerala in terms of the food also, in terms of the destinations also. So what's the purpose of a Hayabusa? It's neither track focused nor a cruiser. What kind of Chiranjeev? Yeah, man. I know. The only purpose of that motorcycle was to be the fastest of its time. And then it became so popular that now it's an iconic motorcycle. See, if you want a practical motorcycle, then the options are very limited. More often than not, you would end up buying a reliable Japanese ADV if you're looking for practicality. But emotional side of things are also very important when it comes to purchasing cars and motorcycles. Cars, maybe not so much because lots of people buy it for utilitarian purposes, but when you talk about expensive cars and expensive motorcycles, then the emotional angle comes into picture. So Hayabusa was like the iconic motorcycle of its time because it was extremely fast. ZX14R is also its competitor, but again the looks of ZX14R are very polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it to the core. But Hayabusa is something that you appreciate the looks of it. Even if you don't like it initially, when you have it, you grow to like it, and of course it has great power delivery, easy to maintain, etc., etc. All the advantages of having a Japanese big bike. So yeah, it found a place in the hearts of people, and that's why it's so popular now. Yeah. Even the DRL that I have, it's a very impractical purchase, but still, it's extremely fun to ride. Divyesh, my cats don't live with me anymore. They live, but somewhere else. Sakshi is asking, sir, how is Punjab University? Yar, I'm not so sure about it because I haven't had any interaction with people from Punjab University / I have never been there as such to experience what their culture is like. पता नहीं, I'm not really sure. कोई सीनियर आपको मिले तो उनसे कंसल्ट कर सकते हो. पंजाब 'ਚ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨਾ ਵੇਲ ਪੁਣੇ ਤੇ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਫੋਕਸ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦਾ. Possibility, not sure. CSC in states, best college or any branch in any NIT? Any branch in NIT. Yogyatha. The brand name is important, and the experience that you will get in NITs in 4 years is much more, it builds your personality much better than just focusing on a small little branch ka tag. Vibhu Singh, what's your favorite video on Catalysis? Good question. Perhaps the one where I'm mimicking other teachers, every online teacher, something, or types of teachers online. Yeah, that funny thing that I did. Harjit saying, at what time would you sleep? I have no specific sleep cycle, man. That's one thing that I've never been able to maintain for a long time. So maybe I sleep in the morning, maybe I'll go for a ride. I feel like going for a ride in the morning. So I have no idea, buddy. Remy Singh, why do you think in India government colleges are better than private, but in other countries private colleges rank better? Because of income. And I mean, अगर इंडिया में लोगों की इनकम बढ़ जाए और वो प्राइवेट कॉलेजेस को पैसा देने लग जाए तो प्राइवेट कॉलेजेस ग्रो कर जाएंगे, राइट? बिकॉज दे विल हैव इनफ मनी टू give great facilities, so abroad there's a culture of student loans, so nobody bats an eye before taking a student loan abroad. They have enough disposable income, etc, etc. Per capita income is higher, so that's why they can afford to pay those institutes, and those institutes can afford better facilities, etc, etc. But in India the story is totally different, right? In terms of per capita income, the things that an average human can afford in the country is very different from what an average human could afford in, let's say, the United States of America. So thankfully, as soon as the country became independent, some visionary leaders had the insight or foresight, I should say, to set up these premier institutes that were subsidized and funded by the government as well, IITs being one of them. And that's why since then they've been doing so well. Also, it's about the ecosystem that they create. IITs being a college where it's extremely difficult to get into, only those people are in that ecosystem who are extremely hardworking, who are extremely smart, who have an edge over the others, the top 0.0 something % of the country, right? So when you put those people together, now do you realize how competitive and how fierce the environment becomes? Everyone wants to do something better than the other person. So that builds a lot of personality, for the lack of better words. And that's why the ecosystem that these premier institutes provide is something else altogether. So इसीलिए, in my opinion, if you want to build a personality, if you want to learn how to live life properly, I mean street smartness, etc, etc, how to manage things on your own, Indian top institutes are way better than institutes abroad in a lot of these aspects. Mohan is saying, why don't you teach inorganic chemistry? Tell me why. In all caps. That's why I was a little loud while reading that. भाई मेरे को पसंद नहीं inorganic, अब क्या बताऊं? I mean, I like solving questions when it comes to inorganic chemistry. Reading inorganic chemistry theory is, I'm sure you know what I mean. And it's too much memory based. So that's also a thing that I don't enjoy about inorganic chemistry. But when it comes to solving questions, then you can search about the different chemicals and compounds that are mentioned in the questions. Then you can learn more about them and then have fun with it, etc. Veer Das is also really good, Nitin. I agree. I had just lost his name from my head, but yeah, he's one of the top comedians of the world in terms of the content that he puts out. Vatsal, this is a recipe book, yaar. Everyone asks about the chicken book. Yaar, ये recipe book hai. I bought it like 10 years back and I've never made a recipe from this book. Because a lot of recipes ask for ingredients that we don't get easily in India. It's not an Indian written book. So, kuch to hai, chicken in a pot. So, it needs parsley. I don't use parsley every day, so that's why I've never used this book. It's just decoration now. Anyway, sir, is NCERT sufficient for organic and inorganic chemistry for NEET? Simardeep, यार theory के लिए inorganic के लिए तो for theory it's sufficient. For organic theory it's not sufficient. And when you talk about questions, NCERT is definitely not sufficient on its own. You will have to supplement it with a lot of other questions from other books. Theory as well you can supplement it with classes, offline coaching, online, YouTube, etc. Srinath is saying, sir, my 11th is a washout. Can I get into IIT if I start my preparation from May? You can. And to salvage your 11th class preparation, there's a video that Pulkit sir and I launched a few days back, a couple of weeks back maybe. So you will find it in the recently uploaded, in the recently streamed live sessions of this channel, okay? So when you go to the channel's homepage, Catalysis by Vedantu, there's a tab called live over there. Just open it and in the recently streamed live sessions, you'll see Pulkit sir and me with a weird face in a thumbnail talking about how to save your 11th class preparation. Just watch that. It'll give you an idea of what you should do from now on. And yes, it is possible to get into IIT, but again, extreme amounts of effort required. It is possible easily if there's nothing else that you are pursuing right now. Remy is saying, so where did you get your interest in English? Credits go to my mother. She introduced me to comic books and novels at a very young age. And yeah, that's how I became interested. And interestingly enough, most of the media that I've consumed has been English media. I mean, English as in American media, yeah. So it's very interesting. I was thinking about it, that how, you know, India has so many different types of people. So yeah, pretty much. This question of yours puts me into an introspective state. Sarah is saying, tomorrow is my MET exam and I don't feel confident at all. Sarah, see, the thing is, there's no point of being underconfident right now because the exam is tomorrow. So logically speaking, it's a better idea to just be like, jo bhi hai, whatever. Let's just be confident and, you know, take over the exam with full force. There's no other option right now, so why be sad? Matlab, sadness makes sense, or despair in life makes sense when there is something that's happening in life which you can control, right? Ki yaar, I could have done this, but I am not doing that. Then I understand the sense of depression, anxiety, etc. But when there's no choice and you have to go through it, and it's just a temporary thing. So I'm not talking about anything permanent in life. Yeah, I'm not talking about serious problems that people might have. But the exam is just a temporary thing, right? It'll come today, it'll go away. You will still live your life. Maybe you thought of it this way, it'll happen this way. Pardon my weird sentences, but you get the point. Logic नहीं है कोई underconfident होने का, तो चौड़ में जाओ, खुल के जाओ. Ishika, I did not take a drop. I got into IIT Bombay with my first attempt. My All India rank was 3410, 3410, and I went to IIT Bombay with a 5-year integrated MSc chemistry course. And at the same time, I had gotten BITS Pilani mechanical engineering also. I was getting ECE in BITS Pilani as well. My BITS exam had gone exceptionally well for some reason. But I chose to go to IIT Bombay. I was always of the opinion, and still am, that the college matters more than the branch. I wanted to be in the ecosystem of IIT Bombay because I was living my life there. The branch is just a side thing, right? So, yeah, well. ध्यान शाह सिंह, और बोलो आप कैसे हो? भाई मैं जिंदा हूँ यार, बढ़िया है। अभी तो मेरे दिमाग में ये चल रहा है कि खाऊंगा क्या, मैं कुछ तो ऑर्डर करूंगा। ठीक है दोस्तों, अनदर 2-3 minutes and then we'll wrap the session up. It's 1 hour 30 minutes already, and the good thing is, okay, let me announce a few things for you. First of all, conversation sessions will keep coming on this channel. होता रहेगा. 99% chance that it will happen every week, but if every week I take the session and the audience drops quite a lot, then I might turn it into like a fortnightly thing. Okay, so at least 2 times a month, at max 4 times a month, you will have these conversation sessions. Also, Pulkit sir and I are planning to start a Hindi channel as well. Early news broken for all of you. तो वो plan है अभी, and even I've even started recording some videos in Hindi, so that will not affect the amount of stuff that I put on this channel. We're doing things in parallel. So that's also another news for you. And on the Hindi channel as well, I'll be doing conversation sessions. Most likely would call them Baatcheet with Pahul, which sounds very okayish. Vartalap with Pahul is also an option. That sounds fancy. So yeah, pretty much. Utkarsh Singh, for physical chemistry, are previous year questions enough? See, no amount of questions as such is enough for any examination. Do as much and as many as you can, gradually increasing in the level. So if you are done with JEE main questions and like हो गया अब और कुछ करते हैं, so then do JEE advanced questions. Got it? Shomika is saying was a dropper and still JEE didn't go well. It's fine, Shomika, happens. Whatever is the best option for you right now, just go for it and pursue whatever you actually want to pursue in life. Jasleen is saying, is LPU good for aerospace engineering? I'm not really sure about it, Jasleen, to be very honest. और वहाँ की फीस भी I think ज़्यादा ही है कुछ. तो if you have any seniors that you can get in touch with, please ask them. Yeah. Vibhu is saying, sir, do you like MSD? MSG I like. MSG as in monosodium glutamate, not the Babaji. MSD, हाँ यार बढ़िया बंदा, मतलब I don't follow cricket much, so I don't have any strong opinion about any cricketer as such. Nitin Raheja, let me top it up with a blanket statement. Everything in this world is a convention. The sooner people realize that, the better off the human race will be. Yeah. So in some people's mental convention, I mean mentally defined convention, something is bad. For the others, it is good. Yeah. For example, some people would say that waking up in the day is, I mean, early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. That's what a lot of people believe in. I don't. Convention. It's all just convention. It's all defined by man. So the sooner people realize that, the better it is. Ayan, it belongs to the company, buddy. Not in my ownership. Lakshay Singh, what about Triple IT Hyderabad? Perfect choice for. It's a great college. Okay, just go for it. If you're getting CSC, even better. Naveen is saying, what was your opinion on drop for JC? If I hadn't got an IIT Bombay, I would have taken a drop. I was very clear about it. IIT Bombay नहीं मिलता तो IIT Delhi try करते, IIT Delhi नहीं मिलता तो IIT Roorkee try करते. But if I wasn't in the top 7 IITs, I would have definitely taken a drop. Yeah. EXOL, okay, very fancy name. Sir, don't eat junk food or outside food because it's not good for health. There are two ways to look at it, man. One is that in terms of the nutrition, of course, it's not as good as food that you cook at home and you control the ingredients and you know exactly what's going in and you maintain a good balance of proteins, carbs and fats and then understand the micronutrients that you're getting in, etc., etc. Yeah, that's one perspective. The other perspective is exposure to harmful substances in moderate or low amounts increases your immunity. During COVID, there were lots and lots of bodybuilders as well who succumbed to death, succumbed to the क्या कहते हैं, illness and eventually passed away. So it's just an argument. I'm not saying that this is scientifically well researched or anything, but people who've lived relatively unhygienic lives, for the lack of better words, were able to cope up with COVID better. सोच के देखो, exposing yourself to harmful substances in small amounts increases your immunity, so that's also part of health. So if you want to live on this planet and if you want to have a well balanced immunity, then you have to dive into junk food also. Simple. Another example that I can give you is whenever people from, say, England or US or Australia come to India, they always fall sick. First 2 days, they drink the water in India, they eat the food in India, they have diarrhea. Why is it that we can cope up with that same food and same water every single day, but they can't? Because they're not exposed to the same amount of elements that we are. Getting the point? Take. Cool. Yasir is saying, happy to see you after a long time. Thank you so much, man. Great. Thank you so much for your wishes, buddy. Any documentaries recommended on history? Not a history guy over here. I'll say watch Wild Wild Country, but I'm sure you already have. Yeah, Sakshi is also asking for a documentary. Wild Wild Country देखा था मैंने, that was interesting. Otherwise, I keep watching documentaries related to motorsport. So, MotoGP की कोई documentary आती है. There was a documentary by Mark Marquez recently. So that's what I watch. Otherwise, I spend a lot of time on YouTube. I watch vlogs. I watch random motorcycle videos. I watch a lot of Brooklyn Nine-Nine on repeat. That's what I do. What should be the strategy for BitSat? Solve previous year questions of BitSat, because the preparation for JEE is the preparation for BitSat. The only difference will be in the type of questions, very slightly. So solve more and more BitSat previous year questions and you'll be good to go. Poe is saying, do you know Bangalore slang? Swalpa. Yasir, are you asking about IIT or you've written ITT? Is that something that I don't know about? But if you're asking about IIT, then yeah, you can go for it. Yeah. The thing that I did, 5-year integrated MSc in chemistry, now even in IIT Bombay it's available as 4-year BS degree in chemistry. You can upgrade it to a 5-year integrated MSc if you want. So yeah, it's a good course. When will I start my classes? Sunday, there's a physical chemistry strategy session that's going out, and Monday or Tuesday I was thinking I'll release my class, but then I have to release a schedule video also. So if not Monday, then Wednesday. Okay. Orchid is saying, what kind of music do you listen to? I've got a very weird taste in music. I listen to music that most people don't listen to on a regular basis. I listen to a lot of techno, I listen to a lot of house, I listen to a lot of bass music that goes really well in the car. I sometimes listen to jazz. I sometimes listen to trap, sometimes some Punjabi popular songs, etc. etc. But again, the names of the genres don't define actually what I listen to. So, कुछ भी सुनता हूँ यार मैं. But my focus is more on the groove and the bass. The lyrics don't matter to me at all. Dhyan, हाँ यार, if you can manage your sleep well, somehow or the other, if you can manage the window of say 7 to 8 hours of sleep, then studying at night is okay. Alright? कर सकते हो बिल्कुल. NIT और NISER, which is better? Lavanya, historically तो NIT, but एक बार internet पे search कर लेना in the recent years if the trend has changed. Okay? Vibhu, I have hardly seen like one video of that guy, honestly. I don't follow too much pop culture on YouTube either. So आशीष चंचलानी का मैंने आधा वीडियो देखा होगा शायद, वो शार्क टैंक वाला. So I'm not into these funny skit making YouTubers. कभी कभी देख लेता हूँ ऐसे. Does branch not matter? Should we consider the branch when we enroll? See, the college matters more than the branch. That's what I mean to say. But if you're getting 2 colleges and you're getting a better branch in one college, and the two colleges are very similar in terms of their repertoire and their reputation, whatever, then you can definitely choose the better branch. And the get my point, college over branch, first priority college. But दो college अगर मिल रहे हैं जो same तरह के हैं, if both colleges are at the same level, then prioritize the branch. Got it? That's my opinion. Nitin, I know, man, these Insta reels are spoiling everyone. Jananan is asking, when are you going to start teaching here? This Monday or this Wednesday? I've already recorded a couple of sessions, by the way. Solid State का पहला session record हो चुका है. I'm gonna in Hindi and English both. So Hindi we'll do it on a separate channel. We'll launch that soon. And what was the other thing? Yeah, some basic concepts of chemistry. I will record a lecture on that soon. And from basic concepts of chemistry, we'll transition into the mole concept. So that's essentially the first chapter that I'll teach in 11th class. Ayush is saying, sir, आपकी math weak है क्या? Sort of. Yeah, I'm not strong at math. I can't do immediate calculations. If you tell me to do 34 plus 97, it will take me some time to do that. Preferably a paper. Nishi, for revision, solve questions, okay? Solve questions from the NCERT, solve some previous year questions. That will give you a better feel of revising. You will feel like you actually know stuff. Strawberries, yes. A drop means you take another year and prepare for the same examination and do better, hopefully. Yeah. Ashia is asking for a fun story from IIT days. I'll have to think about it. Now that you put me on the spot, it won't be easy for me to think about it. Sarah is saying, should I revise or sleep? If you are getting less than 6 hours of sleep in a day, then sleep. If your 6 hours of sleep at least is completed, then revise. Okay. Nandesh, badhiya yaar. Thank you so much for coming here. I wish you all the best for your life. How to avoid fatigue during studying? देखो ऐसा है, you will build your resistance with time. Okay. One day you might feel tired in half an hour. The next day try to extend it to 35 minutes. The next day 40 minutes, etc. Eventually, slowly and steadily, gradually, you will increase your sitting capacity. Progressive overload is the technical term for it. College that I can get for 94 percentile. Ishant is asking, भैया search कर लो Google पे last 2-3 year का trend क्या रहा है? What is the trend in the last 2-3 years? Just search for it on Google. You will get a better idea. Yeah, I don't remember the exact data, so I might not. Nitin, small answer to your question. I'm not a fan of Friends. I mean the series Friends. The TV series Friends. Okay. For those of you wondering, sir को दोस्त क्यों नहीं पसंद? दोस्त पसंद है. वो series जो है Friends, वो मुझे इतनी खास नहीं लगती. अच्छी है पर इतनी खास नहीं लगती. अच्छा दोस्तों. So the thing is, I will wrap up the session right now. It's been an hour and 45 minutes that I've been blabbering over here, and it's way past midnight. A lot of you watching this session, I'm sure your parents are like, what the hell is going on? So let's wrap it up over here. I'm sorry if there are any unanswered queries. I did not miss any of them intentionally. It's just that when you're sitting here and trying to focus on the camera and at the same time trying to look at the chat box, and then there are like multiple viewers live, obviously I'm bound to miss some. Nothing intentional. जान के मैंने कुछ miss नहीं किया. So if I missed any of your queries, I'm really sorry. If you have an extremely pressing concern, as soon as the live stream is over, the comment section will be available on the video, so you can leave a comment over there, which I will get to. I will reply to your comment and try to answer your query if I can over there. And anyway, please stay subscribed to the channel, because coming soon are my regular classes. Coming soon are my question of a day sessions. Coming soon are my strategy sessions, and obviously coming every week, Friday night, is a conversation session. So if I could not interact with you today, I'm really sorry. And for everyone who joined me tonight in this session, thank you so much for joining in. faith in humanity restored, that there are still nocturnal people on the planet. So thank you so much for joining in, and I'm going to see you very soon in either a class or in a chat session like this. So until then, bye bye, take care, see you soon. And last जो 2-3 क्वेश्चन मुझे दिख रहे हैं, VIT में CSC मिल रहा है, मीन्स 92 है, VIT चले जाओ, बढ़िया है. वत्सल इज सेइंग भावदीप सर आई एम नॉट श्योर. एंड माधवन क्या हो गया मेरे दोस्त. कुशाग्र सिंह एनी टिप्स टू स्ट्रेंथन वोकैबुलरी, रीड मोर बुक्स, वॉच मोर टीवी सीरीज. चलो नितिन, ऑब्वियसली द हरमाइनी इन द बुक. चलो जी दोस्तों, बाय बाय, टेक केयर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन. आई एम टेक योर लीव. गुड नाइट.